This title is not clickbait. I am not trying to get you to click on it. I actually left social media for 7 months and 18 days. On August 13th, 2018, I made the decision to leave Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All 4 of them. I didn't just delete them off of my phone, but actually deleted the account. And I wanted to talk to you guys about this experience. So initially, when I deleted all of my social media, I did it for one underlying reason. That reason being that I was just really, really unhappy. And I thought that social media had something to do with it. You know, the other additional reason to that was that I was spending a lot of time on social media, over 3 hours every day. And obviously that's a bit of a problem. So today in this video, I want to talk to you about 3 things. The first thing being why I left social media and that process, the 7 months and 18 days that I spent without social media, and third, what I've learned through the experience and now coming back to social media. Why I initially quit. So I talked to you about one thing already, it was making me unhappy. Second, that it took a lot of my time. One of the other things, surrounding these topics was the way that I was perceiving social media was really, really bad. And I think that social media has this great and incredible ability to connect people from all around the world. And you can use it to share stories and inspire people and, share interests with whoever, in the world who has those same interests. You can connect with them. And that aspect of it is awesome. But the aspect of it that was essentially ruining me was this competitive aspect of it where, you're competing against not only all your friends, all your acquaintances, but anyone in the search bar for definitions of success, for body image, for happiness, and people are, flaunting all of those things, all of their successes, all of their happinesses, all of, whatever it is that like gives them clout, people are sharing. And I think in a sense, it depends on how you view what you're seeing. And I didn't know that, for me until after this experience. So before, I was taking all of these things that I was seeing from my friends, my acquaintances, or anybody I could find in the search bar that was similar to me, and thinking of them in a negative way and thinking like, oh man, I wish I had that. I wish I was this successful. I wish I was this accomplished. I wish I had that body, whatever. And I was just looking at it the wrong way, and that was really, really hurtful for me. And that was one of the, the driving factors of making me unhappy, was just the way that I was viewing social media. And again, the other thing I said was that I was spending a lot of time on it, over 3 hours a day, 2 hours on Instagram, an hour on Snapchat. And that is just a huge time waster. I mean, there's other things that you can use that time for in your life that will make you happier and not make you feel like you're missing out or that you're lacking something in your life. So the second thing that I want to talk about is the 7 month and 18-day period without social media. For me, I'm going to go back to that first day of August 13th, the day that I left. And I know that now it's been over 8 months since that. I'm making this video a little bit late because I wanted to see how I would readapt into social media again afterwards. So anyway, that first day, August 13th, when I initially left social media, I deleted my accounts, all my pictures, everything gone. All my connections to all those people were gone. The first day, it wasn't very hard for me to delete Twitter and Facebook, because Twitter and Facebook I didn't really use very much. The kickers for me were Snapchat and Instagram. That was where I really, really took a toll. And it was really, really hard for me to get rid of them, especially Instagram, because what I did initially, I was like, all right, well, maybe I can just unfollow all the people that I'm following right now. And that will be good enough. I can keep my account and all my pictures and stuff. And I said, you know what? I know what's going to happen if I do that. I'm just going to go back into the search bar. I'm going to, check up on people and see if they're still beating me with their success, accomplishments, body image, and all that stuff. See how, just continually check up on how much I'm losing. So I was like, I have to do this, have to get rid of it. So I screenshotted all my pictures and saved all of them. And I was like, all right, now that I have all of my pictures saved, just to make sure I can finally delete this. And that first month was really, really hard for the 7 months and 18 days that I got rid of it. The first month was really, really difficult for me. because I just, kept going back to my phone. I'd wake up every morning and look for that notification and look for something, a message from somebody. And I was like, I thought about a lot about, am I thought of right now? Like who's thinking of me? And I didn't really see a lot of it in the first month. I kind of just felt like, man, a lot of the people that I was following on social media really didn't care. And that was like the first initial thought that I had. But what I came to realize was that a lot of the people just think that, they don't like forget about you, but you're just like not at the front of their mind. Like I had somebody in month 5 come up to me, and one of my friends tell me, they were like, oh man, I love all the videos that you put on Instagram and stuff. And they had no idea that I had left Instagram. They had no idea. They were just like totally out of it. They thought that I was still on Instagram. I was still in social media. Another thing that I experienced during this time was FOMO, fear of missing out. And, that comes along with the consistency of social media, of always using it. You always see all these updates from people that what they're doing in their life. And if they're your friends, you don't want to miss out on what is happening. And what I realized is that, the people that really, really care will reach out to you. They'll text you, they'll call you, they'll ask you how you're doing. And that's kind of where I realized, where the people that reached out, they're like, hey, like, are you still on social media? Are you still, there? Like, it looks like you deleted your account. And those people that, really cared about me noticed. And I noticed that I had all these just, hyper connections to people that were honestly pretty meaningless. And before I quit social media, I also, would go and see people that I followed on Instagram or whatever, and I'd see them around OSU, and I would just give them like a wave, and they'd give me a wave back, and that was our connection. Our connection was waving when we saw each other. And leaving social media during this period made me realize how important it was to have those real life connections, to go up to people and, ask them how they're doing and ask them about their day, because the hyper connection online does not matter. It doesn't like help you feel any better. It doesn't give you anything, except for, just being able to check up on those people. But, even with FaceTiming somebody, it's not the same as seeing them face to face, and it never will be. And that's one of the things that I realized in the 7-month and 18-day period. So third on the list is how I am using social media now. And I think that the best explanation for this goes along with YouTuber Matti Haapoja. I will link him below. He's a really, really cool guy. Does a lot of like film tutorials, really, really chill guy. I mean, I don't know him, but he seems pretty chill. And he made this video about social media, and what he said in it was awesome. Earlier when I was talking about the way that you use social media and the way that you think about it and the way that you think about the people on there has everything to do with it. The quote that he said was, what benefits me benefits you, what benefits you benefits me. And that pretty much means that when you go on social media and you see people having fun, having success, having accomplishments, you're proud of them and you're happy for them because they're your friends. That's the way that it's supposed to work. They're even your acquaintances, you're happy that they are succeeding at life and they're doing a good job. And when you have that ideology and you have that mindset, it's gonna benefit you because maybe you'll drop a positive comment about it. Maybe you'll just let them know the next time you see them, hey, that's awesome what you're doing. Hey, I love what you're doing with this or that, with maybe somebody's art page or music page, you let them know. Or for me, like I'm a filmmaker, so I let another filmmaker know, hey, I really like what you did here. And then later on, what they'll do is they'll, think the same about you. And the example that Matti Haapoja uses is if there's a film opportunity, for one of your friends, he's directing something down in Hollywood, and he remembers you, and he's like, oh yeah, like Finn loves film. Like I'm gonna, contact him and get him on this film because I had the mindset of what benefits me benefits you, what benefits you benefits me, rather than trying to beat every person in the search bar. Going back to the competition, when you think of social media as a competition, when you're trying to beat all your peers and all of your acquaintances, and you're trying to make yourself look better, more accomplished, and you're just flexing on them, it's gonna make you unhappy, it's gonna make them unhappy, and it just makes it makes every platform of social media toxic, is having that mindset. So I encourage you to change your mindset from that. If it is that, I think a lot of people function, this video doesn't apply to a lot of people. A lot of people don't use social media for that. A lot of people already have the mindset of what benefits me benefits you and what benefits you benefits me because they love those people, and they would never I think it just depends on how your mind is set. You know, I think I have a really competitive driven mindset, and I think that a lot of people do. A lot of people want to, you know, be they want to come off as more accomplished and more successful than others. It's just like a natural human thing. One sec, I'm gonna answer this call from Halston. So I think that's pretty much it. You know, when you use social media, I encourage you to ask yourself, you know, why you're sending a snap, or, you know, tweeting something, or updating your status, or, you know, when you go and post and do any sort of hyper connection, think about why you're doing it. Are you doing it to flex on people, to strut, you know, your stuff? Or are you doing it for the purpose of, you know, sharing a story and experience with someone else to help them? And having that mindset, you know, check yourself on the mindset. Is it something where you're competitive and you're trying to beat these other people, or are you doing it to help them? And I think that that's, you know, where social media needs to go. It needs to go in a direction that is positive for everybody, where it is what benefits me benefits you, what benefits you benefits me, because otherwise it's just gonna keep getting more and more toxic. So drop a comment below if you have any questions about this video, anything to add. Give it a like if you liked it. Obviously, I don't need to say that. It's really funny when YouTubers say that. They're just like, comment, subscribe. Because I feel like people know, if they're watching YouTube videos, what to do. And people still are just like my video. I don't know. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching. What up, big boy? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool.
You were asking if changing done?
Yeah, how many people are going to play Frisbee today?
I'm just gonna go with my one coworker, so...
Okay.
You should have enough discs.
Oh, I have discs too.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know when he's gonna be ready to play. I'll try and get a hold of him, but I would imagine in like the next hour or two.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just text me and let me know what time you're going.
Okay, right. And would you guys want to like ride in the same car? I don't know what course we're going to, but we might do idea as well.
Okay, do you want to go to Willamette, or are you thinking of going to like Adair, or?
I think we went to Orlando last time.
Okay.
Probably not there again.
Okay, we could go to Adair. Have you been to Adair up north?
No.
It's pretty sweet, dude. It's like a lot of like, there's like some really sketchy shots because it's in the woods, but it's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll text you when I get more info.
Alright, sounds good, man.
Okay, see you.
Alright, see ya.